No, I once nearly had to beat up my son's gym teacher.
Why?
Because he opened his fucking mouth and he had it coming to him. My son, Max,
Right.
when he was in middle school, he was heavier.
Right.
Okay? And I took him. See, I would do things to help my kids without saying, we're doing this to help you take off weight. I don't do it like that. I just take them and I would take Max to the beach, to Venice Beach.
Right.
And he would run with me on the beach. Okay? And then
He didn't know why he was running?
he liked it. He enjoyed it, running near the ocean.
You would say,
Yeah.
Max, come here, and then you
No,
would
we
just
And then
run
you would
take
run
the
away
ride,
and he
go-
would chase you.
No, we would jog on the beach.
Right.
Then we'd go to Gold's Venice, okay, where he would see these guys working out, these real like champions, real
Right.
bodybuilders. And then he got on a treadmill and he didn't get off. That was his thing. He loved the treadmill. And he lost 25 pounds that
Wow.
year. And I took him to my trainer who trained Stallone for all the Rocky movies. His
Right.
name was George Pipstick. So George knows everything. He's even in one of the Rockies, the one with the Russian. He's at the cabin chopping wood. He trained Sly for the Rockies, the Rambos.
So he knows how to get somebody into shape.
Well, he knows what you can and can't do. And Max was very young. He was only 13. So he goes, okay, you could do this, but you don't want him doing this because it could hurt him.
Right.
So he taught him. Okay, so Max comes down loses all this weight. So all of a sudden he comes home, he failed gym for not wearing the right sweatshirt in the gym class, and he didn't write this report about exercise. So I'm like, oh, doesn't the teacher see, I never got back up, really from their mom. She would never, that was one of the problems, as my career got bigger.
So
we
he
just
didn't do
grew
his
apart.
homework, so he failed. So
You know,
why would you go beat up the teacher?
No. I didn't initially want to hit him.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to talk reasonably to the guy.
Okay.
So I sit down with him like Indian style, where you cross
Indian
your
style.
legs,
Yeah.
Native American, whatever you want to call them.
Crisscross applesauce.
Yeah, crisscross applesauce.
Spoons in the bowl.
what-
With the
what-
teacher?
See where we are today, and crisscross applesauce.
Spoons in the bowl.
Okay, that's what we did. So
With
I go,
with the gym teacher?
yeah,
How do
on the floor.
But how do you even show up and say, "Hey, you sit down"?
No, I
and
said,
crisscross it?
I want to talk to you. So he goes, all right, let's sit on the floor. The teacher did.
Okay.
So I go, look, my kid is very upset that you failed him because he's been working very hard, to get his weight off,
Right.
and he's done that. He goes, well, if the whole class is wearing a gray sweatshirt and he comes in with a white sweatshirt, and I'm going, so that's why you fail a kid? You don't take a look and go, look what he's done? Well, he said to me he didn't want to write about exercise. He wanted to do it. And I go, and what's the problem with that?
Right.
I go, isn't that what gym class is all about? We do the jumping jacks. We don't write about them,
Right.
So, I am from a place where things get heated, Brooklyn,
Right.
So
So what happened?
he goes, well, I can't change that grade. I go, why? It's fucking gym. I go, I'm sitting here just trying to talk to you, man. If you had a kid, that did that, wouldn't you pass that kid? You're knocking himself, like his self-esteem down. Like,
Right.
he's feeling bad about what you did because it's the one thing he's done this year to do something with himself. Now I'm on my feet,
Is he still crisscross applesauce?
No, now he's up,
Okay.
and I go, pal, listen, because I was looked at because, me and my girlfriend always talk about that. I was really the first cancel culture, only I wasn't, they didn't call it cancel culture. They tried to knock me down, but I came through it all.
Right.
And in this day and age, I go, I could say what I want. I was grandfathered in, when you see all this cancel stuff. But they looked at me at his school like, oh, here comes the animal. You know what I mean? This is what I had to deal with, And so the guy's like getting in my face, and finally he sees I'm dead serious. Like, You want to go? Let's go. You know, like I can't even play this California game anymore, you know. And he goes, I'll tell you what I'll do. If he wears the right sweatshirt, this is what it's over. He goes, I'll give him a passing grade at the end of the school year.
Okay.
So I thanked him and I left,
Right.
you know, but I would go through that, you know.